High School. How are we today? Week 3 commences. Now, if you don't know who I am, where have you been? Living under a rock? I'm Miss Lally and I'm leading your assembly on leading by example. Now, in front of you, you have 3 key leaders. Can you name who they are? Any guesses? I will scaffold it for you. There are 3 names that you should be able to see. Who's who? Match them up for me. Okay, well done. So you've got Mahatma Gandhi, you've got Churchill, and you've got Nelson Mandela. Now, each of these 3 people had loads of quotes. Can you match them up for me? So who said, never, never, never give up? Who said, you must be the change you want to see in the world? I like that one. And then the last quote. They're the 3 quotes the 3 leaders said. Now, you might not relate to them because they're slightly older gentlemen. I wouldn't relate to them when I was your age. So let's go with something that connects to you. Who's this? Okay, I've got a feeling most of you know who she is. Greta Thunberg. I always say the name wrong. What does she, how can we relate to her? Well, from my point of view, she shares my birthday. She was also born on the 3rd of January, but just 23 years later. Greta Thunberg, otherwise known as Greta Tintin, is a Swedish environmentalist who is known for challenging world leaders. And she did it in a really nice way. She didn't go out there fighting. She just went out very humble and she believed what she stood for. When she was 12, she was diagnosed with a form of autism, which later she called her superpower, which allowed her to think outside the box. At the age of 15, she changed the way people saw things. She did a standalone 3-week strike outside the Swedish Parliament. And she's won awards. She's made a difference. She's now encouraged everyone to travel by rail, by bus, to really lower your carbon footprint. What am I trying to say here? Every single one of us in this school is a leader. Leading by example. We lead. I say to my daughter, how are you going to make a difference? What are you going to do? You're going to try and change something in the world. Every single one of us in here is a leader, whether it's to our siblings, whether it's to our friends, whether it's to our pets. We're all going to be a leader in some way. Small things make a difference. I want us to reflect today on how, in this day we're living in, it's awful, I agree, it's absolutely awful. How are we going to live in this new world? Remote learning, staying at home more, helping parents. How are we going to make a difference? How are we going to lead by example? I really want you to have a think about that this week.